appear before him, the time when we stand before him, the time that will bring every of our lifestyle, the secrets and the open, that us will be find, justified in his sight. That's why it's calling everybody today to remember that now that you are young, remember that the day is coming that you no longer have interest of those pleasures of life. The day is coming that you're not running after women anymore. You tell a man of 70, 80 years, or 90 or 100 years running after young people anymore. You don't have interest of clubbing. You will not, you get a man of 80 years, 100 years, you're not thinking of dancing in the, in the beer parlor anymore. You don't have the strength to do that. That's why the preachers study carefully. And they look everything that they have got, they say, all is vanity. All is vanity. He talk about pleasure. He said, I said in my heart, go on to know, I will prove thee with marriage. Therefore, I enjoy pleasure. And behold, this also is vanity. I said, I laugh, it is a mad of Mary, what doeth it? I sought in my heart to give myself unto wine, yet I quickened my heart with wisdom, and to lay hold of fooling, till I might see what was that good for the sons of men, which they should do under the heaven all the days of their life. I made me great wall, building houses, planting vineyard. I made me a garden and an orchard, and I planted tree in den of all kind of fruit. I made my pool of water to water therewith the wool, and here bringing forth tree. I got me servant, made servant born in my house. Also I have great possession of great and small cattle, above all that were in Jerusalem before me. I gathering me all silver and gold and the peculiar treasure of king, and all the provings, and I got me men and singer, women singer, and the delight of the sons of men and musician instrument, that all I saw. But I was great in increase more than all they were before me. In Jerusalem also my wisdom remained with me. He said, and whatsoever my eyes desire, I kept not from them. I withhold not my heart from any joy, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my portion of all my labor. Then I look on the world that my hand have wrought, and all the labor that I have labored to do, and behold, all was vanity. All was waxing of spirit, and there was no profit under the sun. You see the preacher, he say, I need musician, they are there, I have singer, I have the instrument of any kind I want, and if I want anything I desire. But I build the houses, I plant vineyard, and do all manner of things. But when I look upon everything, I look at there is no profit in there. Why is he saying that? He said there's no profit in all his labor, because what he gets there is nothing. And he said, I taught myself to behold wisdom and madness and fooling. What can the mad do that cometh after his king? Even thou which has been already done. And I saw the wisdom excellent fully, and for a light excellent darkness. The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And myself I perceive also that one evil happened to them all. What is that evil? That the riches will die, the poor will die, the wise people die, and the fool also die. The educated people died, and uneducated people die. The righteous people die, and the unrighteous people die. So something is happening to everybody. Either you are popular or not, the day will come you will die. Either you are regret or not, the day will come you will die. You see that? That's why it takes care to study and understand, for there is no remember of the wise more than of the fool. Forever seeing that which now is the day to come shall all be forgotten. And it died the wise as of the fool. His day will come, they will not remember either you was here or I. A day will come, they will never remember your greatness. What are the great people of yesterday? What are the people that were singing their song yesterday? They have died and they have gone. They don't remember them anymore. Young man, that's why the life you're living today, if you live it anyhow, you're going to pay dearly for it, because you will stand before the maker of your soul. And you will give account of everything. Now chapter 3 of Ecclesiastes, he said to everything there is a season. And to title every purpose under the sun. Everything. You know, the time we are here now preaching to you, because the time has come to preach like that in the bus stop. That's why you see everything here. And it's a season. And there's a purpose under the sun. And if the time comes, his time will come, you no longer see any preacher preaching to you. The time will come, you no longer see anybody standing in the bus stop, because the time has come, because God has ordained it from above. And the time will come, people will stand in the junction, in the market, in the bus stop to preach. And now is the season of salvation. And if you pass the season of salvation, you might not get that salvation anymore. And when you have the season to be saved, don't throw it away. Embrace it. That's why I told Timothy, right, you know, Apostle Paul, right to Titus, he said, for the grace of God that bringeth salvation has appeared to all men, because the time of appearing of the grace is now. And now that you are alive and the grace is appearing unto all men. Look at verse 2. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is flattened, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to give and a time to cast away, a time to read and a time to read and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. What profit hath he that walketh in wherein he laboureth? I have seen the travail which God hath given to the sons of men to be exercised. He has made everything beautiful in his time, and he has set the word in their hearts, and that no man can find out the word that God has made from the beginning to the end. Say, I know there is no good in them but for man to rejoice and to do in his life. You see that, preacher? How he calculated everything upon the labor. You see, and also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of God. I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Neither can be put to eat, nor that men should fear before him. That's all the Lord requires us to do. No man, it's time for you now to think about your life, because we are going to long home, a place that we're going to be forever. And it depends the way you live your life now, that's when you return. When you return, it said in chapter 4, so I return, I consider all the oppressor that done under the sun, and I behold the tears of such as were oppressed, and they have no comfort. And on the side of the oppressor there was power, but they had no comfort. You see that many people be oppressed, and the oppressor, they are crying, they are weeping, and because the oppressor have no power to oppress back, and they thought that they have conquered. No, the time is coming, you are going to pay for everything you have done here or earth. That's why we are pleading now. Remember your creator. Now there's still a day for you. Now that you are still young. Now that you can run errands for the Lord. Now that the Lord is now calling everyone to himself. The Lord is reminding us. Remember now your creator, now that you are still strong, now that you are still vibrant, the Lord is calling you. Don't allow anything here or earth to drive you out of God. Don't allow anything here or earth to make you to become an enemy of God. That's why the Lord is sent us to remind you, now that you are still alive, now that you are still vibrant. In chapter 5 verse 10, many things that make people to forget God is their money, is their silver. But the writer, the preacher, he said, he that loveth silver shall not be sanctified. He that loveth money shall not be sanctified. That's why you see many people today, they are sanctified. They go on and on to do whatever they can do to have more money. See, they are not sanctified. That's why men are insatiable. Man is an insatiable. A man cannot sanctify. There's nothing you will do to a man that will sanctify the man. See, many today, they are not satisfied with what they have. That's why they want to return again and again and again to do whatever they can do. But the Lord is saying, he that loveth silver shall not be sanctified with silver, nor he that loveth a mother with increase. There is also vanity. All those things you pour your love on, they are all vanity. They are coming to an end. And everything you think you are gathering together, you are increasing your wealth, you are increasing your you know, everything around you, they are all vanity. They are all vanity. He say when good increase, they increase size that eats them. What good is there to the owner thereof, saving the beholding of them with their eye? The sleep of the labor man is sweeter, whether he eat little or more. For the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. They understand that. You see, heart is on his riches. His mind is on his riches. And because of that, he will not allow you to sleep. He said, the statistic that is so evil, which I have seen under the sun, namely richly care for the owner thereof of their hearts. For those richly perish by evil travail. And the begetting a son, and there's nothing in his hand, as he came forth of his mother womb naked, shall he return to go as he came, and he shall take nothing. You see that? That's why we are to be careful. We come naked to this world, and the day when we go naked. You don't bring any gift here. You don't bring any money here or art. Look at the preacher. He said, as he came forth of his mother womb, naked shall he return to go as he came, and he shall take nothing of his labor. All you because of what you want to get here or art means eternity. Because of the modern thing here or art, because of the money. Does it bring money to the world? The day they born you, they don't born you with money. The day they born you, they don't born you with any property. The day they give back to you, you don't come with clothes. You don't come with fashion. Why? Because of the fashion in the world means eternity with God. Why? Because of the property in the world means eternity with God. Why? Because of what you want to get here or lose your soul in here. Look at what the preacher is saying. He's saying he carry nothing away in his hand. And this is also so evil, that in all point as is called, so shall he go. And what profit has he that I have labored for the way? I have labored for the way. Don't allow anything you or else to make you to labor for the way. That you lost your soul eventually because of what you want to get here. Because of the property you are running after, and because of the thing that you are running after. I want to be worthy, I want to be popular, I want to be great. And because of that greatness you are running after, you lose everything. And unfortunately, the day you die, you go with nothing, because you bring nothing to the world. And the day you return, you take nothing. All those things you are dying for today, my education, my career, my business, my marriage, my this, my that. A day will come, you will no longer think about those things. Go to mortuary. Go to the mortuary. You will know that people, they were once like us. But now, they are in the mortuary, lie down lifeless. They have no reason, they have no thinking, they have not, their memory has been cut off out of the earth. They don't think either they have property somewhere. They never remember either they have built mass shop before. They never remember either they have drove a car before. They never remember either they live in Africa or Europe. It doesn't matter the country you are. When you care to mortuary, you understand that truly we bring nothing to this world. And the day will come that when we live here on earth, we take nothing. What are you dying for? And because of that, you lose your soul. What is the profit? Say we have labored for the weak. We have labored for the weak. You say, behold, that which I have seen, and it's good and comely for one to eat and to drink, and to enjoy the good of all his labor that he take under the sun all the days of his life, which God giveth him, for it is his portion. And every man also who God have given riches and wealth, have given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor, and is the gift of God. For he shall not much remember the day of his life, because God answered him in the day of joy of heart. Young man, it's a time to remember now that we need to come back to our Maker. Don't allow anything to drive you out of your Maker. That's why you need to come back to your Maker and repent. Be wise. Be wise now. Be wise now. Be wise now that you are alive. In chapter 6 of Ecclesiastes, for what has the wise more than the fool? What are the poor that knoweth what before the living? Better is the sight of the eye than the wandering of the desire. This is also a vanity and vicious of spirit, that which have been named already. And it is known that man, neither may he counted with him that is mightier than him. He said, see, there be many things that increase vanity. What is a man? And it's better. For who knoweth what is good for a man in this life? All the days of his vain life, which is sped like a shadow. For who can tell man what shall be after him under the sun? That's why we need to be wise. We need to be wise. You don't know what will be after you. You don't know what is coming behind you. You don't know what is before you. That's why I don't walking like blind men. And we don't know where we are headed to. Many doesn't know. And because of that, they don't know the way. They are weary to enter the country. And because of that, they don't know the way. But today, the way has made known unto men. And Jesus made it clear. I am the way, the truth, and life. No man cometh to the Father except by me. Now you can know the way by accepting him today. Now you cannot just be walking here or there. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what's before you. Thank God for his mercy. He has sent us his son and has shown us the way today. That's why we call on you, and you can return back to the Maker of your soul. But you will remember he today and repented of your evil, so that you and I will not regret. In chapter 7, he said, a good name is better than precious ornament, and the day of death than the day of, of bear. Some people like merriment. They don't want to go to where people are crying, people are sorrowful. They say, no, I don't want to be sorrowful. But the Bible, the preacher is saying, it's better for a man to go to where it's more. Why does we go there? So we learn that a day will come that we will no longer be here, that you can put your house in order. But when you give your heart to only merriment and drinking and rejoicing, you're not thinking about where you're going, where it's going to be end. But he said it's better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of fasting, feasting. For that is the end of all men. All men. The day will come that you will lay down lifeless. That's why we need to know it now. That let it sink into your heart that you are not going to stay here forever. You are not going to view, I will stay here forever. No. You need to know that you are not going to stay here forever. Let it register in your heart that you live your life a way that will be pleasing unto this God, so that you will not regret in the edge of your life. He said, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of money, but the heart of the fool is the house of Mary. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the songs of the fool. For as the crookling of the thorn under the paw, so is the laughter of the fool. There is vanity. Surely oppression maketh a man, a wise man, and gift destroy the heart. Better. Are you listening to this one? That's why people doesn't think about their end. They are thinking about the beginning. I want to get this, I want to get that. So all they are asking out, I want to get it now. They never think about their end. Somebody is calling you to come and join the group, and there they never explain how the group will end. What is the end of this group? The group of occultism, that the group of witchcraft, the group of all manner of things today in the world, that the devil has switched up to the world. They never know the end of that occultism. They never ask about the end of that witchcraft. But they just join themselves. But the preacher is telling no better. It's the end of the thing than the beginning. Young man, that journey you are taking now, the way you are going now, have you discovered the end? The decision you are taking now, have you considered the end? Many of us doesn't consider the end of our decision. That marriage you are going into, have you considered the end? That decision you are taking right now, young man, you want to join the, I want to make it now. You are just thinking about the pulse of the moment, what you need now. And because what you need now is driving you crazy, and you are joining yourself to a society that doesn't know the end. Have you considered the end? It's better for the end of the thing than the beginning. What will be the end of your journey here or earth? Have you considered the end? What are you going to end? Where are you going to end? What will be your end? Have you considered it? That's why the Bible told us, according to Proverbs, they said there's a way seem right unto men, but the end thereof is there. They never consider the end of their journey. They never consider the end of their decision. They never consider the end of where they are going. And the end is there. They never consider those that are doing hookup. They never consider in the process their life can be taken away. That's why you see many young ladies today that their life is taken away. Somebody went out, was killed at Ibadan. The womb of that lady was removed. A young lady, they never consider that the journey of hookup might take their life, might take everything good about them. They never consider the decision of being a Yahoo Plus and sharing innocent blood. They never consider their decision of being a ritualist. They never consider their decision of being a kidnapper. They never consider that. They never consider of, some people join witchcraft in the name to protect their own family. But they never know the end of that witchcraft. In the end, they begin to submit their own children, and they destroy their own family. The family they want to protect, in the end of everything, they destroy the family. You consider the end of your decision. Better is the end of the thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. And say, be not hasty in the spirit to be angry, for anger rests in the bosom of a fool. That's why I told people. The Bible even told us in the book of James, it said the anger of a man does not work out the righteousness of God. It said the anger rests upon the bosom of fool. Because many people destroy their career, they destroy their, their destiny because of anger. They never consider the end of their anger. Why not you come back to your maker? That's why the preacher is encouraging us to return back to our Maker, to return back to our Maker. I'll try to pick one after the other, one word from every chapter of the preacher. Now we're in chapter 7. Now let us go to chapter 8. What does it say in chapter 8? He said, it makes us understand. In chapter 8, let me read some portion also in chapter 8 of Ecclesiastes. He said, verse 1, who is as the wise man, who knoweth the interpretation of things. A man wisdom maketh face to shine, and goodness of his face shall be changed. He said, counsel thee to keep the king's commandments. That is the guide of the arts of God. Be not hasty to go out of his side. Stand not in an evil time, for the doer whatsoever pleaseth him. Where is the word of the king? He said, there's power. Who may say unto him, what doest thou? He said, who keepeth the commandments shall fear no evil thing. And a wise man hath designed both time and judgment. He said, because to every purpose there is a time and judgment. Therefore, the mystery of man is great upon him. He said, for he knoweth not that which shall be. For who can tell him what it shall be? There's no man. You heard that? There's no man. There's no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit. Neither has he power in the day of death. And there's no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that give it to it. Young man, you don't know the day you will die. You don't know the last day you are going to spend your earth. No matter how great you are, how powerful you are, you don't know. And you don't have power over there. Your worthiness, your greatness, your money does not make you to have power over there. Even though you are a great man of God, you can pray, you can fast, he does not have power over there. That's why we need to live our lives right now that we are still alive. That's why we need to put ourselves together. That's why we can design the day we will die. And when Mr. Death comes to us, we don't see our power to resist him. Who has ever stopped death not to take him away? Show me the man that live here or earth that when Mr. Death comes, he say, hey, Mr. Death, not this time. The preacher made it clear. I read that version of the Bible again in chapter 8 verse 8, Ecclesiastes 8 verse 8. He said there's no man that has power over the spirit to retain the spirit. Neither has he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war. Have you seen somebody passing away before? In your prayer, how that man will be strongly, how that man will be fighting, how that man will be wrestling. In the point of death, he tried to retain the spirit, no way. He tried to retain the spirit, no way. And the man will pass on. He couldn't retain the spirit. Why not you come back to the Lord? The day will come, you cannot hold yourself. I have saw men dying in my prison. Nothing we can do about that. I have saw little children die in your prison. Nothing you can do about it, because no man have the power to retain that spirit. That's what the Lord is calling us. So remember now your creator. In the days of the youth, don't use your useful age, mess up yourself. Many people that what they do when they are 13 and 40, they are not 80 years, they are blaming themselves. The life they live when they are young, they are not telling of them. You see, even though keep the word of God aside and come to reality of life. If you're a young boy and you choose to take drugs, and that drugs will destroy your system. That smoking, that drinking is destroying your hunger by yourself. And the day will come, you realize that you are no longer effective. Your body system cannot carry you anymore. Some people destroy themselves through their smoking. Their kidney, their liver, and all the things in the body damaged because of what they take. They thought they are enjoying themselves. When the Bible is warning us, God is wiser than us. He will say, do not commit adultery. And they thought that, I will do it. When the sickness will come, that sickness will not